Okay. So now, before I start, I want to ask you one thing and share with you that all of you know that you've also appeared in the exam and the subject is income tax. All of you know I'm not going to explain anything about what is tax and what are the different types of tax and all these things. I'm not going to do it. But you know, you've already appeared in an exam of 60 marks. You've appeared in an exam of 60 marks and you have answered to your capacity, but 40 marks left. And in that 60 marks, exam is over or not? 60 marks exam, e-filing. Hello? 60 marks exam is over? Hello? That means I'm not.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 1%, Hima, Harshika, you please keep on talking to me. Okay, 1% keep on talking to me. Otherwise, I cannot get to know whether I'm audible or not. Please keep on talking to me. When I ask some question, you shall unmute and tell me. So 60 marks questions, answer question is over, no? Exam is over. Now we are going to have another 40 marks. Now let us forget about exam sort of things. Let us just understand. You all understand what is income tax return. Income tax return is a statement of the incomes, is a details of the incomes, account of the incomes that you have earned in the previous year, and you have also paid some tax maybe, and maybe there is TDS also, tax deducted at source, and you have paid some other tax also, advance tax, whatever it may be, and all these things will be assessed by the Department of Income Tax, and that will be assessed in the assessment year. All of you know what is income, previous year and assessment year. There is no problem about previous year and assessment year. I'm not going to explain these things. They're very, very preliminary things. But still, if anyone asks me any question about the preliminary things, I'm ready to talk to you. Today, I'll discuss about something preliminary, introductory, and next I'll show you many things online and also teach you how one can open file and log on, and then everything I'll be talking to you step by step, one by one, if you are interested. And today, just tell me, you know what is income tax return. Return is a statement of income from different sources and payment of taxes which are already made, and all these things. Details are given to the department, income tax department, and income tax department will assess those things. And if there is, suppose you have paid extra tax, more tax you have paid, suppose, it will be given back to you as refund. And suppose you have paid less tax than what you should pay, then that will be tax payable. So all these things will be assessed in the assessment year. Now that return that I'm talking about, a return has got different types of returns are there, different forms of returns are there. So who can tell me how many, because you know SSCs are of different types. There are several types of persons. You know what is person? Person, you know, an individual may be person, a partnership firm may be person, Hindu undivided family, Hindu undivided HUF may be person, a company may be person, artificial juridical person, university may be a person. So there are different types of persons are there, and different types of persons have to fill up different types of income tax return forms. So those forms are, several forms are there. Who can tell me how many forms are there? Who can tell me just how many forms are there? Can you write in the chat box? You can write in the chat box also. How many types of forms are there? Please, anyone. Please keep on communicating with me. Otherwise, I cannot get to know. Even if it's wrong, you can write. Harshika, how many different types of forms are there? Even if you're wrong, no problem. Tell me. Priyanksha Srivastava? Yeah. Deepshika has written 7 forms, and Khushbu has written 7 forms. Great. Really, I'm very happy that you are responding to my questions. I'll be very happy if you keep on communicating this way. Otherwise, this will be a very much boring class. So if you communicate this way, I'll be very happy. Priyanksha, you have written 7 forms, but Priyanksha, sorry, you have written FIRM. It is not farm, it is FORM. Has Harshika has written FORM. Is very good. All of you know there are 7 forms. Very good. Fine. Now, What are the forms? Forms are called, you can anybody write one form like number one, how it is right? ITR 1. Please anybody type ITR 1, ITR 2. Yes, Shahaj. Very good, Sukanya. Thank you very much. Yes, Shahaj has you have written ITR 1. You know a lot of things. Very good. Shahaj, you have written ITR 1. And second one is what? Second one, ITR 2. ITR 2. Very good. Very good, Sukanya. And Mehboob, yes, it's very hazy here, this painting. And okay, ITR 2. And next, ITR 3. Who will write ITR 3? And all of you watch in the chat box, please. It will be very nice because I'm not using any blackboard or whiteboard or dashboard, anything. So, Mehboob, ITR 3, very good. And ITR 4, who will write? ITR 4. Shukanna, thank you very much. All of you look at the chat box. And Harshika, ITR 4. Who will write ITR 5? Who will write? Yeah, Shukanna has again written ITR 5. Khushbu has written also. Kankana has written ITR 5. And after that, ITR 6. Who will write ITR 6? Yeah, Sukarna again has come up with ITR 6. Sukarna South, thank you. Priyansha Srivastav, Harshika, yeah, you have proceeded to ITR 7. Very good. Harshika, ITR 7. Very good. So I'm really very happy to take this class with you, even if it's a holiday. I don't mind holiday, but when students are with me, I'm very happy. Always I'm very happy. I can do anytime when you like. So there are, dear students, there are 7 forms, and all of the forms you have little bit of idea, but what I suggest that you should know which form is to be used by which person and which form cannot be used by which persons. And these things will form, I think these things are may form the part of the questions of the exam that you shall have to face very soon. I don't know when and how, but I think these are the basic questions one should know, that who will use ITR 1, who will use ITR 2, who will use ITR, like that, like that, like that. So this, yes, someone, Mehboob written ITR 4, Shugam. Thank you, Mehboob. Yes, it's Mehboob or what? Yeah, Mehboob Hussain. Very Mehboob Hassan. Thank you very much. ITR 4 is Shugam. That's absolutely true. So, yeah, we shall study before my next class, which may be today, end of the day also, one more class, because I am very much, I have to do a lot of classes within these 4 5 days. So I'll inform at least minimum 1 hour or 2 hours before my class, before the scheduled time. And then you should join this way. We shall complete, let us take a challenge that this 4th semester paper, we shall complete as soon as possible, because you have to study a lot in 5th semester. So now let me give you a slide sharing about very brief ideas about which form is to be used by which taxpayer and which form cannot be used by which taxpayer. This is the preliminary things, first time. And in my next class, I'll be showing all these forms online. You'll be finding it very interesting. I'll be teaching you how these forms can, everything. Just wait for the next class. But today I'll take only in theoretical classes which form is used by which person. Yeah, this one. Which form is used by which person, like that. See, this I have picked up this picture from, let me shift it left side. This menu will be better for me. So this, you see, I picked up from net. It's available, and today, these days, everything is available in net. Everything is available in books. But what matters most, that you should study. So ITR, income tax return to file for the financial 2021, and this should be assessment year 21-22, isn't it? This seems to be wrong here, wrong printing. You all know financial year is the previous year, and assessment year is the assessment year next year. So it should have been 21-22, read like this. So no issue with this tiny mistake, but let us have a very brief, you can take screenshot also here, you will be loving it. That very briefly it is made, and I loved it, very concise way. What is written here? IT1 1. Yes. Let us see who uses ITR1. Come. A little bit. Yeah. Actually, Yeah, ITR 1 is coming. In this form is very difficult to show. Let me, it's a first class, let me see. One, yeah. See, ITR 1 is used by which types of person? It is so nicely clear here. ITR is used by which types of persons? Which types of persons? See, I've written here. Resident individuals having income less than 50 lakhs. Very clear. So these things will be your questions, I think. These types of questions will be there. Who uses ITR 1? There may be true, false, there may be multiple choice, there may be direct questions, but if you have the knowledge that ITR 1 is used by resident individuals, you know, residential status also have been taught to you, resident and ordinary resident, then non-resident, all these things are there. But resident individuals, it should be individual, resident individual below 50 lakh, and his income is from salary or pension, other sources, house property. These people will use it. Only these people will use this form. ITR 1. Time is running out, so let us go a bit fast in this video. You cannot take on. Okay, ITR 2. This way, please remember. Suppose you forget it, you can see the book on net and find out, but make sure that you know which people uses ITR 1. Resident individual having income less than 50 lakhs, and income should be from salary or pension or other sources and house property. And one house property, remember, if it is more than one house property, they will go to ITR 2. Average income is more than 50 lakh, they will go to ITR 2. They cannot fill up ITR 1. There will be problem. If this is wrong form is fill up, you have to be sure which form you have to fill up. Suppose you're taking admission, it become first semester, and fill upping the form of become third semester admission form. You know what will happen. This is the same thing here. So ITR 2, every income from ITR 1, which will be more than 50 lakhs. Whatever we have said in ITR 1, like salary, pension, house, etc. But income should be more than 50 lakhs, it will be ITR 2. All items of ITR 1 is having, but income is crossed 50 lakh, then you will not be able to fill up ITR 1, you will be coming to ITR 2. In addition, if there is anybody having capital gains income, you will fill up ITR 2. If he is having more than one income, suppose his income is less than 50 lakh, like ITR 1, but house is more, you will come to ITR 2. And if anybody is having foreign income or foreign asset, suppose the SSC is having income from foreign countries, then he will have to fill up ITR 2 and not ITR 1. And then holding directorship in a company, a person is a director of a company, you will go for ITR 2. And then unlisted equity shares, holding unlisted equity shares, he is having income from the equity shares, he is getting dividend, he is having investment in equity shares, you will be going to ITR 2. So dear students, you have to remember which people, I mean which individuals or which SSCs which will fill up ITR 1 and ITR 2. Otherwise it will be meaningless, it will be problem. You have to first ensure which ITR is suitable for your case. So let us go to ITR 3. So regarding ITR 3, you see income from every income from ITR 2. Whatever is ITR 2, all these things will be covered in ITR 3, but having some special points, other special points. What are these? Business income. You got it? Whatever is ITR 2, all these items are there, but in addition, the person is having business income. If you have business income, you cannot stick to ITR 1 or ITR 2, but you have to go to ITR 3. And suppose you are a partner of a firm. If you're a partner of a firm, you have to go by ITR 3. You have to give up ITR 1 and 2. And presumptive income, his income is more than 50 lakh almost, must be 50 lakhs, more than 50 lakhs. That was in ITR 2 also. But in addition, you are having additional qualities, I mean characteristics, that is your income is coming from business also, profession also, and you are a partner also. In that case, it is ITR 3. Please make sure that you understand these things, and I'm open to any queries next class. You're most welcome to ask me queries but you have to make notes also. Please make note in your books that what is what. Take from here screenshot, take from net, take from book, but make it sure that you know which ITR is to be used in which case. ITR 4. Every income of ITR 1 will be coming here. Someone told me it is Shugam. Every item of ITR 1 will be coming here, but in addition, presumptive income under salary, pension, other sources, one house property, and total income is more than 50 lakhs. Sorry, less than 50 lakhs. So you watch here what other things are coming here and how ITR 1 and ITR 4 are different. Please, you study something, how ITR 1 and ITR 4 are different. I have given you homework to study this and make it clear why ITR 1 and 4, in what case it is different. Other things 1, 2, 3, I've shown you the difference, and how ITR 1 and ITR 4, in which elements these are different. Please, you have to tell me, you have to learn, make it clear. And what about ITR 5? It is applicable to partnership firms. See, very clear. There's no problem about ITR 5 to understand. If you're a partnership firm, don't go for 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't go for. And you know, partners have limited liability or unlimited liability. All of you know partners have unlimited liability. But of late, there are some new forms of partnerships have been allowed to be formed, that is limited liability partnership. All of you know, I think there's a concept. If you don't know, see by the net, from the net, what is LLP, limited liability partnership. This is a concept, new type of business. And if your organization is LLP, you have to go by ITR 5. Very clear. So, but you have to remember, suppose there is a question, a person is having LLP and he has filled up ITR 1, wrong or right? You should say wrong, because you know it. LLP comes under ITR 5. Association of persons. You know the concept of association of persons. If the association of persons or body of individuals, this will be coming under ITR 5. If anybody having any doubt about LLP, AOP, VOI, you can just take some minutes and see in the net or book and find out, get the concept clear. Because in these types of classes, teacher cannot clear those basic things. But I'm giving the idea. If you don't have any, suppose confusion you're having, then you can clarify it. After clarifying, sit in the next class with me. And then you can go easily into the depth of it. It is not you are ignoring certain points, should not be, because only few things are there, not many things are there. It is not that what is AOP is coming in the exam or what is LLP will be coming in the exam. No, but for your own understanding of income tax return filing, e-filing, you make it clear. It is your responsibility to yourself, not for your exam or not to your teacher and all. ITR 6, what is it? ITR 6? ITR 6 actually is used by some companies who, you know, there are some exemption under section 11. Just now, I'm not going to elaborate. I can take some other class. You can also find it because my time is limited. Just now it will be cut off. And even I do not want to go long video. I'll take concept in small video. You'll be loving to see in the YouTube. I'll be sharing in YouTube, and also I'll be sharing in the Telegram group. And then you can, you can again see several times. Even after my live class also, you can see 2-3 times these things. You'll be loving to know. So there are some exemptions under section 11, and exemptions are given to companies. But there are some companies who do not want to avail or claim these types of exemptions. So these companies will fill up ITR 6. Very simple. Other details we'll be discussing later on, but this is a very, you know, in a cute way, in a very concise way, it's given here, very small way, briefly, which you can remember. And based on this, you can explain your studies. Proceed with your studies. Hope I'm not talking too fast. Hope you can understand, because you're all concentrated, because you prayed in a meditation that you're going to concentrate. Concentration matters most. Now, there are some other persons. These persons are companies. They are coming under section 139(4)(a). You please find out what is 139(4)(a). These persons will be coming under ITR 7. So we shall know which people are coming under ITR 7, which people are coming under ITR 3 or 2 or like that. We are having still some time. So let's have some little bit more discussion about all these things. And you've seen in the picture how it is beautifully, briefly, concisely given. So let us give some more time very quickly. The same topic I'll be taking today. I'll not, today means in this session. I'll not go for online in this session. I'll be going for online after some time, maybe today only in the evening. Then in the meantime, during the daytime, you shall have a look at all these things. Then you shall be able to digest. See, as you have all said that ITR 1 is Sahaj. So I have noted here something. Assessment year 21, 22 for assessment year 20. I'm just repeating. This is a repeating class. Assessment in a different way. I'm repeating in a word form. And earlier it was a image. I say for the assessment year 21, 22. Here they have corrected. Income from salary or pension. Any individual having income from salary and pension. See, for myself, I am having